And then we immediately freeze. That's not
Yeah,
like
we're done.
us.
That's it. That's all we got. We're out of information. Listener, you missed. We were talking about how
Dicks.
dick jokes are the only thing that can stay from the patriarchy that we'll all sanction equally.
Wieners, ding dongs,
Yeah.
dingalings.
I don't know. This
Wangs.
might be something that we differ on. I might.
Cocks, schlongs.
No, I don't like cocks. No,
Hogs.
make it funny. Keep it funny.
Hogs are funny then.
Hogs is funny.
Yeah.
Um,
Kielbasa.
I'm really trying to make like a big naturals joke, but that's balls. So I don't like that.
No, that's okay. Oh boy. Ahoy, listeners! This is Debut Buddies Before Dark because we're recording during the day.
Weird.
Oh, yeah.
It's
So
so
weird.
strange. So get ready. It's going to be even more wholesome than ever because the light of God shines upon us, at least for part of the record.
Yeah.
This is your fortnightly podcast about firsts. My name is Nate, and I'm one of the buddies.
I'm Kelly. I'm an additional buddy.
I'm Chelsea. I'm the other buddy.
And we're here to talk about spray paint your name on stuff, maybe.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We're talking about the first graffiti, pow, pow, pow. So if anybody's a fan of the video game Jet Set Radio,
Oh,
or
okay.
perhaps Bart versus the Space Mutants, or other games with paint. Microsoft Paint is it's kind of a
Splatoon?
game. It can be a game. If you're painting dicks, it's a
No,
game.
paintball. That's a game. I
Yeah,
guess.
oh, there you
Oh,
go.
paintball is a game. Yeah.
Paintball literally is a game. You might need to hold on to paintball for later. I wrote all these
Ooh.
so long ago, but
Oh, thank
let's see.
that seems like one I'll get. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna get many of these, but
Yeah, no, never mind. It's not. Don't worry. The I see what you did there is all
Dang it.
tagging and paint related stuff. So
Okay.
it'll be a lot of fun.
sure.
If you say so.
So let's talk about graffiti. How do we feel about graffiti before we start getting into the first graffiti?
I guess I have a complicated feeling about it for the following reasons.
Sure.
Overall, I think it's dope. I
Yeah.
think street art is sick. I think it looks cool. I love like when a train is going by and every car is clearly covered in art from different street artists. Like that's dope.
Yeah.
I worked for a company headquartered in Oakland for a long time, which is just covered in graffiti, like taking the BART through town. There's so much. It's so cool. And it gives you like, I don't know, something to look at.
Sure. Yeah.
But I've also seen some like graffiti with bad messaging or
Oh.
graffiti like specifically vandalizing like a trans owned bookstore and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Sucks ass. So overall I think it's rad. I think that
Yeah.
it can be used for evil.
Absolutely. I think I was raised to believe it was inherently bad, that it was
Same.
all vandalism, and that
Yep.
vandalism is in and of itself some sort of horrible act that one must never commit. But, you know, as I've gotten older, as you start to realize how bleak and colorless the world would be if there weren't graffiti artists, you start going, yeah, all these underpasses, these fun like columns in under a dock or a bridge or train cars or whatever. Yeah, you're getting tastes of life. You're getting a lot of flavor. I completely agree. I think like, especially in those cases where it's intentional hate crime vandalism, it's
Yeah,
atrocious
hate that.
and wrong. And
But and does that even count as graffiti? Like
yeah, I don't know. I
a good
don't even
point.
want to bundle it in there. I feel like that's just somebody's being a dick. And like
Yeah.
you could like vandalizing by throwing a rock through a window or
Yeah,
spray
that's
painting
true.
something horrible on glass is the same thing. Like if the
Yeah.
intent is to harm, whereas I think graffiti's inherent intent is to just like leave a personal mark. That's kind of what we'll probably talk
Yeah.
about a lot, is that the first and several of the following subsequent graffiti people were just sort of like chasing a little bit of immortality.
Yeah,
Like they're getting the
yeah.
message out. So yeah, but I mean, the very first we might actually quibble about whether it counts or not, because it is sort of intent to mock, I guess.
See, but even that, like, I think that there's a scale there. I don't know. Chelsea, what are your thoughts on graffiti, the concept?
I think that there are obviously many levels of like graffiti. Are there?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think there
No,
are.
I
Yeah.
feel
I think
like-
there's also like
well,
the
there's like street
artistic
art, which
completion
is-
of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, there's street art, which is different, but then like I did watch like a couple YouTube the history videos on it, and like the just kind of getting your name out there was a big one, and being able to be like, I don't know, the way I feel like I'm gonna get more into stuff that we're gonna talk about later in the episode that I'm really excited about. I went into it not as excited about people just writing their names on stuff.
Yeah.
And I get kind of frustrated because I've seen like people's murals get painted over with a tag, and those always
See,
frustrate
stuff
me
like
really bad.
that. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
but I feel like a lot of times there is a lot of, and like we'll get into it, but they have like rules, and like there is respect for people who create artwork and stuff like that. So they try not to tag them, but then there are some people that are not going to go by the rules because they want like the notoriety of tagging something. But I don't know. But
A lot of
that
times
is
it
with
seems like it's
everything,
kids
right?
fucking around too, right?
Yeah.
Because the bummer for me is there's several of the bridges that go over I-95 that are a couple blocks from my house. Like they did these murals that the elementary school kids like painted. They designed and painted. And then you walk by them and someone is like tagged them with something, right? And it's usually just like Sharpie or whatever stupid, but it's like, why are you doing that here? Like go to any of
that
the other
sucks.
places where there's something like someone made an effort to beautify this. And I feel like it's lame to undermine that effort.
Man, but then there's this whole like, my mind immediately goes to like, well, is this neighborhood being gentrified, and that
Well, that's
like
true too, yeah.
elementary school is like part of the choice system, and this is a rebellion. Like, I don't know. What's
Sure,
the
sure.
history?
Yeah, and I'm basing it off of
But I feel like the person who tagged it probably didn't have that much thought. into it.
Probably not, but that's for sure happening
Dick's
somewhere.
153. Like
yeah,
just-
if someone wants to tag a manifesto talking about how they don't
yeah.
feel like things were planned in a way that actually honors the community, I'd be totally down to read that and support it, probably with a signature. Yeah, this is a thing where a lot of it is the art's legitimately designed to bridge the east side of town with the west side of town because the highway cuts through. And it's all about how like there has been a division in the community because of the
Yeah.
highway coming through, and how it's like a lot of the black community got left on the east side of the bridge and a lot of the white people moved to the west side. And so there's a difference. So I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm being too like West Wing hopeful liberal white bread person to be like, oh, these murals are important, because they're really not. I guess it's just like looking at shit. I guess it just depends how much you think
what they
anything
are,
out
but what
in
do you
public
mean?
matters.
I agree.
Wait,
They're
you
important.
go back. We're going back.
Yeah,
that
they're
is
important.
That is what is important if that's not.
Yeah,
Especially if we're having little kids do it. Like I think that's an important thing for little kids to think about.
Well, true. Yeah. I don't think it's unimportant for them to think about. I guess what I was having a moment of reflection on was whether or not it is actually a meaningful act of any kind, or if this is a sort of thing where it's like, hey, we know you guys actually are have worse school situations and are underfunded, but what we'd like to give you is some bridge murals to remind you that
Yeah.
we're all one community, even though half of the community is withholding stuff from you.
Yeah, it's like, could the other half of the community afford the paint supplies to make their own mural?
Sure, or just, are there real functional life altering things we can do that are city projects rather than showy representative ones?
Boy, we got into it fast this episode, eh?
Yeah, we're
God.
hey, we're back. It's been a couple of weeks. We haven't had a chance to talk about capitalism, and thankfully everything has only gotten better over the last few weeks.
Oh
So-
yeah,
been great.
Yeah,
so it's exciting. It's exciting. Do we want to jump in? Should we start talking about the first graffiti?
I do want to say, whenever we started talking about this as a topic, I was wrong, because what I meant to say was the first depiction of Christ and not the
Oh,
first
sure.
graffiti.
Okay.
Whoops. And I was like, oh, graffiti is older, and the first depiction of Christ was later. In terms of like, if we're going, it depends on how we're looking at the first. There are a bunch of firsts in
Yeah,
graffiti.
the beauty,
but-
like I have so many notes of other firsts that come out of
Yeah.
this first, right? Because there's different versions of graffiti artists, and like because the first traveling one we'll talk about. Then you've got the first sort of person in New York City, like first
Yeah.
Americans, like breakthroughs, things like that. I mean, technically, this first that we were talking about, the depiction of Christ thing, is a graffito, which is the singular Italian for what it is.
A
No.
graffito.
Didn't even
I-
look up what that meant. So
I love calling graffiti graffito.
Yeah.
It, I guess, is technically reserved for like archaeological graffiti,
Oh.
but I'm gonna keep being like, hey, look at that graffito over there.
Yeah, and they'd be like, the
it.
graffiti? No, the specific
No.
graffito to which I'm referring is
The
on the left,
graffito.
and you'll see it if you look closely. Yeah.
It's a bit I've been doing for I don't know, 12 years, and I can't imagine why I would stop.
No. No, I think honestly, stopping might kill you and others.
Yeah, maybe
just
this
don't.
is the only thing keeping me alive. My life support is referring to graffiti as graffito. I also will occasionally say graffitos
Sure.
just to, I don't know, change things up.
Specifically when Mouse like walks in paint and then leaves a little footprint.
Aw, graffiti beans.
That's right.
Graffitos.
So yeah, the first one we'll talk about is the Alexamenos graffito, which is a very old piece of graffiti scratched into plaster in a room near Palatine Hill in Rome. It's now in the Palatine Museum, but it is also referred to, as Chelsea said, as the first or earliest depiction of Jesus. It's probably from around the year 200 AD, but they don't know for certain. And the image itself is a young man who's worshiping a crucified donkey-headed figure. So a lot of the buzz is, it also says Alexamenos worships his god. It says that in Greek. Some people think like, oh, this means we're mocking Alexamenos because look at this dummy. He's worshiping this donkey on a cross. What a dumb guy. Why would you do that? We've got all these cool gods lying around. This god just fucks. Why would you be interested in this? But there's a lot of controversy around that, right?
I didn't read about this at all.
Great.
Yeah, once I
So-
figured out I was incorrect, I was like, oh, I'm going to read other stuff.
Cool. Okay. I will keep going on this then,
So
because
please-
Yeah,
it is,
tell me
it is
about
very
the
interesting.
controversy.
So the controversy
I
is
thought it was a joke. When I read it, I was like, okay, we're roasting Alexamenos because here's what I imagined is that you could easily draw this same graffiti, but it's me and it's Mouse's face instead of a donkey. What was it? A goat?
No.
What
yeah,
was
it's
it?
a donkey.
Donkey.
Donkey
A
head.
donkey.
Uh-huh. Mhm.
And Kelly worships her god. Like, I think that this is like a playful jab at Alexamenos.
Yeah.
But that is a 2025. I'm sorry for the listener, 2026
2026.
Ooh.
It's true.
interpretation of it. Or I don't know, maybe I'll change my mind in 2026.
You might.
So there's like there's a retort inscription that reads Alexamenos Fidelis, basically, which is Alexamenos is faithful. So someone's like, in the same way that one might
Oh.
correct someone's assertion in a restroom by writing.
Or is this
By
a
crossing the thing
doubling
out.
down? Like,
Most historians think it's a retort because they're saying like, hey, come on. He's not worshiping a donkey. He just believes in something. Stop being a dick, right?
aw.
So this all could have been like an argument over wine, and they're like,
Scolding
you're so into your stupid
graffitos.
god. And then somebody walks in and is like, no, come on, he's just being Alexamenos.
Hey,
Like, let
Alexamenos is
Alexamenos
sweet.
be Alexamenos. It was discovered in 1857. So
Wow,
that's how long
and
we've
we
known
think
of it.
200 is when it was written. So that's a long time. Where was it?
it
like,
was in a
you said the
building known
town,
as
okay.
the Domus Gelotiana, which was part of
tiny gelato house.
Caligula's imperial palace, I think.
Oh.
And then after he died, it was used as a boarding school for imperial page boys.
Oh.
So do we
like
think that
that
this
where
is
it happened
circa
then?
page boy?
Yeah, so it's probably kids thing.
It's probably the
That
kids.
would
What
make
did you
sense.
ask, Chelsea?
Oh, if it was during when it was a
Oh.
school.
Yeah, that's kind of when they're kind of placing it around that time because the sort of little house that it's in was at one point sort of blocked off by a bunch of walls for other houses. So it kind of got alleyed off, and then eventually they just built
Yeah.
around it until I think it was just sealed away.
Oh, interesting.
That's so funny. What it makes me think of is like every so often somebody will like buy an old house and find a weird room that's been sealed off for no reason.
Yeah.
And like of course there was a reason at some point. It was like we don't need that
like the movie
space. It's
Barbarian.
drafty.
Demons.
Yeah, it's most likely those two
Inbreeding.
things, but unfortunately, that's probably the realist answer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where we keep our child who will be getting a lobotomy very soon. But anyway, it's like accidentally walled off because like we got sick of the number of doors in this other room and we just wanted to close it off. So this graffiti just got like accidentally sealed away as things changed. Yeah, that's so strange.
Yeah. Some of the background is they think that around the time of the Emperor Constantine, so that would have been the 4th century AD, the whole idea of mocking Christians with saying that they're worshiping a donkey is like a thing. It's like a meme in Rome at the time.
Like donkeys specifically.
Yes.
Mm.
So they're sort of thinking that this is like, as things tend to with history, someone in 200 was like, haha, donkey worshippers. And then 200 years later, people are like, we're so mature and we've advanced beyond all the crimes of our past, and we are going to call out these donkey worshippers. Because it turns out we were correct. And it's Murga is what they would say. that wasn't worth it. We'll move on.
What?
Chelsea and I got left
MRGA to
behind.
make Rome great again was what I was doing.
I was
no, yeah, it's not.
there we go.
because
I'm
okay,
there.
for the listener, it's December 29th. So I thought that you were doing like a frankincense and myrrh.
Oh,
good
something.
one.
That's smart. Yeah, I should
I
have been
was
at
trying
least.
so hard.
I should be trying to do something, but I did not. So that whole thing was based on a misconception that Jews worshipped a god in the form of a donkey, which was a claim that was made by a person named Apion in 30 BC or so.
So I have a question. Is this similar to what we would consider also like hate speech? We were just talking about that at the beginning.
Seems a little
That's
bit,
the
eh?
thing. It seems like
dang.
if like our best case so far is that it is the scribblings of a child who is making fun of somebody. The most
Still not
likely
great.
case is that it's legit like this guy's bad. We're marginalizing him by making fun of him with this thing.
Interesting.
There was a pagan philosopher.
Wait. I gotta go back. So Apion said that the Jewish people worshipped a donkey god,
Correct.
and they're saying that then we're depicting Jesus as the donkey god, but the Jewish people don't get
So it
down with
got
Jesus.
transcribed over. So what they did is
okay.
this guy made this claim back in the BCs.
Yeah.
And then by 200 AD, people are now saying,
BCs.
oh, no, Christians are the ones who believe in the donkey god.
Oh, okay.
Love history lessons.
So there was a guy named Origen who had a
Whoa,
treatise
that's a
called
sick tag, by
I was
the
gonna
way.
say.
Pretty cool. He wrote a treatise called Contra Celsum that basically was saying that there was a pagan philosopher named Celsus who made the same claim. So we have a paper trail for like this is how we got from the Jewish people are worshiping a donkey god to Christians are worshiping a donkey god. Now,
And is there any? I don't know anything about religion. Like how did this happen? Is there any like
Link between donkeys?
right? Like is there anything about donkeys in the Old Testament?
I mean, yeah, there are donkeys
But like
there's one
donkey
at the
gods, I mean.
yeah, that's what I don't I mean, gods. There's only
Like
one, right?
right,
Yeah.
right?
Not like the whole thing.
That's sort of their whole thing.
Yeah, I think we'd have to you'd have to start going, I guess, with associations over like donkeys are pack animals. Maybe you have a
Wow, I don't know
the
anything
the
about donkeys.
the Jewish people being historically like displaced during the BCs and early ADs,
Uh-huh.
being a traveling
lot of
group.
pogroms.
Yeah, so you'd have maybe something like that. I didn't
Okay,
I didn't
okay.
look deeply or find anything specific about it, so it's yeah, it's a little tricky.
Definitely not a friendly thing to say.
No, it's yeah. We're mocking people in a way that says like your faith is invalid, and that is
Yeah.
problematic, right? No matter
Yeah.
no matter who you say it to.
Yeah.
So in the early third century, somebody named Tertullian
Oh,
wrote about
Tertullian.
Christians along with Jewish people being accused of worshiping the deity. So we're getting more paper trail. He mentions that there was an apostate Jewish person who carried around a caricature of a Christian with a donkey's ears and hooves, labeled the Deus Christianorum, the god of the Christians, conceived as an ass.
No.
And
Oh, I'm seeing. I'm okay. I'm following what's happening.
so he was touring around with this art, with this caricature in Carthage. So he's just, yeah, we're showing it off. Which that
Rude.
seems to me to be infighting between Jewish people and Christian people about
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
testament are we going with here? and we prefer the one where angry, because this loving thing it doesn't seem like it's going to catch on. And you know what? They were right. It didn't really catch on. The loving stuff didn't really work.
No, that has gone by the wayside. I think everybody just believe what you want to believe. Stop making caricatures of each other.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, stop doing that. So that's kind of where we're sitting. There are scholars in the 19th century though that are saying, hey, you know what? It's possible that this is actually a depiction of Anubis, the jackal-headed
Oh.
Egyptian god.
Ooh, interesting.
Ooh. Are there, let me look this up. I want to look at it. Does it look like Anubis? Is he in profile?
Yeah, it's got the head turn
You've seen him.
thing.
He's got the
Oh, well, I know what a Anubis looks like. I'm
Yeah.
looking for, I know.
Oh, of
Sorry.
the
Specifically
I'm
the
looking up the
graffiti.
the
graffiti.
beautiful piece of art. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. You know who I think this might be?
Huh.
Is BoJack Horseman.
You know,
Yeah, it's
it's uncanny, really.
which, and given that show's tenor, it's sort of surprising that at no point he was crucified
they made
in
an
the way
Alexa
of the
Manos?
thing,
Oh,
you know?
Yeah, this was okay. Now that I've seen it, this was absolutely done by children.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It is not well done. I mean, some adults can't draw.
I do understand. I appreciate that we were scratching this into plaster. And as somebody with plaster walls in her apartment, I know that they are a bitch to work with. So great job that this isn't just crumbling. Especially considering 200 AD.
Right.
Yeah, gosh, maybe this is Anubis.
So if it is,
Why are there
there's a
cakes?
person
on
named,
this?
now, this is what's interesting. So there's this guy named Reverend John P. Lundy, and he writes a book on early Christian history that was published in 1876. And in that book, he identifies the inscription as saying Gnostic Anubis.
Huh.
Ooh.
So instead of it being like we're mocking Alexamenos, they're like, no, this is someone questioning whether or not this Egyptian god is God also.
Curious. Ooh.
And he says that it depicts Anubis or Thoth,
Mm-hmm.
who would be the Egyptian equivalent of Mercury or the custodian to the dead. And then another scholar named Charles William King disputed whether it was a Christian caricature at all as well, because he's like, it really does look like Anubis, and these timelines would also line up well.
Huh.
So the question becomes,
Fascinating.
we need to get the time machine guy who says he's going to run for president next year,
Uh-huh.
and we got to go back,
Yeah, for sure.
Project
Get a
Pegasus
direct
style,
quote.
and find
Yeah.
out for sure, hey, is this Anubis, or are you
Hey, man.
doing a thing
What's
against
going on?
Jewish or Christian people?
Are you a curious boy? Or
What is your intent? Just go up. What is your intent?
are you curious or hateful?
And then he's like, I don't know you.
Yeah. Here's the
Now
thing.
I'm
We're going
curious.
to provide you with an oversized toga made out of bed sheets and sandals that don't fit well. So that
Sandals
you fit
that don't fit.
But when they take a picture, it'll be perfect. So yeah, it's kind of, I mean, it's a little bit of a bummer because they don't know enough about it, but we also don't have, like, there's not a lot of historical record, not a lot of people talked about it. It just seems like something. Now, depending on who it's making fun of or what it's doing, we don't really know. But it does seem entirely like the sort of playful bullshit of children.
What is the significance of, do we know, or what are our thoughts on the position that I guess Alexamenos is in? He is doing like, not to double down on racism, he's doing like a walk like an Egyptian pose.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
I thought he was just waving.
Maybe he's just waving.
Maybe he's trying to hand him a carrot.
Ooh.
He is a little horse. Donkey. Oh, so curious. I love this. How many graffitos exist like in our lives today that are going to be weirdly sealed up and then studied?
Yeah, I want to talk about. I mean, there's a regional. I thought regional graffiti artist or collective, because often there are multiple people who are all doing the same thing.
Shakespeare.
But I found out that they are also in Iowa,
What?
Oh, wow. Cool.
which is wild. So I'm curious as to how much the person, the tag is Ant Boy. It says either Ant Boy loves you, or it was like Ant Boy 2024. It was stuff like that. And it's always either the words Ant Boy, or there's like a cute sort of cartoonish looking ant head
Aw.
that gets tagged
Love
places.
that.
I see it all over town here. It's all over Philly. I've seen it multiple places, kind of just around this sort of, whatever part of central coastal eastern United
Yeah.
States. And then when I was Googling to research for this, it was like, oh, there's tons of Ant Boy stuff in Des Moines, Iowa.
Interesting.
What?
Like they have some sort of like graffiti
there a map?
geotagging map thing.
Oh, fun.
But that was the only thing. It was
Where
just
was that?
Iowa. They didn't even have the Delaware stuff tagged, which was interesting.
Oh, wait. So in the geotagging, I'm just going to say it back to you to make sure I understood correctly. In the geotagging stuff, the Delaware ones aren't present.
Correct.
It's just...
It only shows the Iowa thing, which is weird because I
Weird.
see it all the time. Like there are versions that are either spray painted or like somebody made stickers and
Oh, fun.
pop a decal on like a streetlight power box or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so interesting. Somebody from the collective moved. They just
like-
haven't.
Or
Maybe
could have
they
just
had to-
traveled there.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Could've
go
been there
full
temporarily.
gorilla. You're like,
Went
I'm
on
going to
vacation.
Iowa for reasons. Yeah.
Maybe they've got
Popular
family
vacation
there.
spot, Iowa.
No, other way around. It's based in Iowa and they're visiting
Yeah.
They just
your
keep,
area.
They just keep coming out here. It's like 1 week, we're going to do all the tagging we can do.
Yeah. Let us know if anything new pops up after Christmas,
Oh, yeah.
because
yeah.
maybe they like went home for the holidays.
Oh, that's
Oh,
interesting.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll keep watching for it because there was a really nice, like when we first moved here, there was kind of a traditional dry cleaner's place. And then behind it, it had a kind of dilapidated old garage that the roof had caved in on. But of course, despite the fact that it's like, don't go in here, people went in
Of
there.
course,
And there
yeah.
was Ant Boy stuff everywhere, including like all over the garage door that was sort of
Ant Boy's a
crumpled but
daredevil.
down. And then they tore that down. So
Gotta
I haven't
practice
seen any
somewhere.
new things. But yeah, they gotta be tagging.
I'm gonna go grab a blanket really quick. I'm so sorry.
Do it. um, then we can jump into the next graffiti
Yeah.
because
Sorry.
there is no.
Oh,
You're
sorry.
great. Don't apologize for wanting to be comfortable.
Just a little chilly.
I feel you.
I was really warm when we started because of the blood pressure thing.
Yeah.
Good now.
Wrestling
You're
your
right.
computer into
You
functionality
did calm down
is
the blood pressure.
good. I've been trying to be as soothing in ASMR as possible. So, yeah, I can try to.
It's
do a
your
little bit more
pronunciation of
this,
things
like
that
just
brings it down for me.
a little more vocal fry, a little cracklier kind of thing. Just see if
Thank
I can
you.
really rein everything in. How's everybody doing?
Oh, graffiti on
Yeah.
NPR.
That's right. So then there's a Roman person, well, no, not Roman person. Excuse me, but there is a reference here. Romans used to engrave love verses and jokes and insults on walls all over Rome. So this is not just an Alexamenos graffito thing. So there's other stuff. But a guy named Joseph Kieselak
I'll allow it.
Sure.
may be the originator to the tagging concept in human history.
Interesting.
So Kieselak was a traveler and mountaineer, and in the 1820s, he toured around the Austrian Empire. He ends up writing a book and publishes about all the places that he went. It was called All the Places That I Went. It wasn't actually called that, but they should have. That would be good.
Easier to follow. Gotcha.
So while he's traveling, apparently someone makes a wager with him, and they're like, "Hey, go write your name on all the places that you go." This would be in the Habsburg lands. So, and I'm not super familiar with the Habsburg lands as a definition, but let's imagine that it's like all the rolling hills beyond the tavern sort of situation.
Beautiful.
Like, just go out there and write your name on stuff. So,
Ooh, I do want to say though, I don't appreciate when people write on nature, and I think that
Sure,
preserved.
Yeah.
yeah, don't scratch your love into trees. Like, there's plenty of places that are man-made that you can do that, and it'll probably last longer. You want
Yeah.
to kill the thing. And
Don't
definitely
kill the
don't like
thing.
grab a squirrel and write your name on it. Like, that's just mean.
Chelsea and I were both like, interesting.
Considering,
Yeah.
An interesting idea.
But
Hold
that
on.
would be a good way to recognize that squirrel later.
yeah,
I mean, wildlife research does technically involve tagging almost
yeah, you do have to
constantly.
tag
That's
them.
true. Yeah. And like clipping ears. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That's not what we're talking about, but I
No.
don't like it.
It's not. I have always been like, doesn't that hurt? Like, doesn't it hurt the dolphin
Yeah.
to have like a piercing put into its fin? Do we need to
Yeah.
do that? And they're like, yes, we have to, because otherwise we'll never find it again. Okay. Maybe we
Put an
should
air
don't
tag
find
on
it
it.
again.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
stop
exactly.
going
That's not
there.
yours.
Leave it alone.
Yeah.
Maybe just focus on blowing up the boats that kill the whales instead of. But hey, look, this podcast isn't about our anti-whaling stances. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
So,
Did you guys hear about that dolphin that was trained to? I should have remembered this part before I brought up the
Okay.
subject. Government, they're like part of the Navy. and
okay.
they go and
Because they went
trained
out to like
government.
intercept torpedoes and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a whole thing for a while. They were like, okay,
Let's not do
cool.
that either.
If we don't want our submarine to get blown up, maybe we could just send a dolphin after it.
No, I don't like that.
No,
Leave
it's
the
a terrible
dolphin
idea
alone.
because the dolphin is not going to survive the torpedoing. It's just going to
No.
make a big underwater mess.
Well, now they're
Okay,
taking
now-
down the boats. I know it's not the dolphins, but they're
I
talking.
mean, they're next. Yeah,
They're talking.
Look,
They're
like
talking.
the dolphins are the like cuter version of the orcas. So once they see that the orcas are successful, the dolphins will get on board. There's a
We'll
whole
work together.
Simpsons
We're
Halloween
all dead.
special about
It's
it.
cool.
Yeah, yeah. And the Earth will be better for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
So Joseph Kieselek
Maybe that's
is
who's downloading. Is the orcas.
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I would be infinitely pleased, and I, for one, welcome our orca.
We're big
overlords.
fans.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
on
we
board.
love the orcas.
So Kieselek is just kind of chasing, maybe having some existential crisis in addition to this bet. So he just starts kind of painting his name or carving his name any place he can, even the highest places in mountains.
Well,
He
that's where
wasn't
you want to
just-
do it, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, come on. If I visited the highest mountain,
yeah, you're
I
gonna.
was here.
of course I'm fucking writing my name on there.
Hell yeah, you are.
Yeah, that's why Mount Everest is ruined because of people like you, Kelly.
Well, tell you what, if I ever climb Mount Everest, I will be one of the people who just dies and leaves their corpse. And that's how you'll know that I was there.
There you go. Yeah.
I'll go visit.
No, don't. If I didn't make it, I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't.
It's not
For
safe.
sure. That is not anything on any list that I've written. Oh, my never gonna do list. It's all.
Yeah. Nothing
No,
about it
thank you.
appeals to me. I don't think that the answer, whenever the answer to the reason why somebody does something is because it's there, it's
Yeah,
kind of a
that's
like, maybe you should just go to therapy instead of assuming that you need to
Yeah,
do it
that'd
just
be
because you
cool.
could do it. Because
Instead of
that bad.
forcing medical stuff on people that are pregnant, maybe they should force therapy on people that want to do dangerous stuff that put other people in danger.
Yeah.
Maybe they should have to go to therapy.
Hey, you know what's funny is that's exactly the thing that Ronald Reagan took away from us in the early
What a
80s.
bitch.
Oh,
Now,
son
granted,
of a bitch.
the federal asylum system was not a good thing, whole cloth.
yeah,
It was
that's
bad. But we sort of decided as a nation that we were no longer going to be like, hey, you've got problems and we probably should take care of you rather than
Yeah,
just be
let's
like,
help
whatever,
people.
I guess it'll work itself out.
It didn't.
No.
Mm-mm.
They just
Gosh,
got
we
more
are in a
money.
mood today.
We are.
you
We're in a
guys.
funky mood. It's great.
We
We're
did it
having a good
earlier.
time. We're
At
dropping.
night,
we're-
I'm tired of talking about capitalism.
Yeah,
But
we're
during the day, I'm full
Yeah,
of it.
we're still youthful and full of energy before the sun goes down.
So, okay. So Kaiselek does this all over the place, though, not just in the Austrian Empire. He ends up going to Ecuador. He climbs
Ooh.
Chimborazo, the highest mountain in Ecuador. And it's 6,263 meters high, so almost
That's a lot.
18,000 feet kind of thing.
Yeah, 18,000. Yeah.
And he marks his name there.
Hmm.
And he's always putting Kaiselak. So he's just putting his last name, Kyselak. He's a civil servant, which is exciting for him.
Yeah.
But he does this and everybody loves it. He becomes a phenomenon. He becomes a tagging influencer of his era.
Oh, damn.
Hell yeah, dude.
So Francis I of Austria is like, hey, you got to come hang out with me, dude, because you've been putting your name everywhere. And that's like what royal people aspire to do. Like, I pretty much am just trying to build my legacy. So how the fuck?
Yeah, he's like, you're
Can you
basically
go
a
put my name
colonizer.
over there?
Yeah. Could
Can
I
I hire you to
contract
put
with
my
you?
name?
Can you write Francis? But write it cool because I
Yeah.
want people to
Write
know
it
that I was a
cool.
I
badass.
like bubble letters.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's talk color.
Yeah, I'm thinking blue, but not that blue.
Yeah.
designer
Depends on the
blue.
Should it
background.
match the flag or should it complement the flag?
There, yeah.
Ooh,
This is a
great
good
question.
point. You don't want it. You want it to blend in, but you don't want it to not pop, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You gotta do
Careful,
both.
it's delicate.
It's got to stand out, but it's got to be cohesive.
Yes. So Francis is inviting him over. Kaiselak goes and he scratches his name into the emperor's desk.
Yes. With permission or no?
No. He gets reprimanded for doing it.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah,
I
but
that.
like gently, right? They're like, now, Kaiselak,
I mean, they didn't kill him, so yeah.
we
was like,
sort
"You
of
knew my
asked for
deal."
this.
So the thing is, quite a bit of his graffiti still exists, but he also became
high
a
up?
person because of his fame that a lot of other people started writing his name on things when they did stuff. So the
Oh.
authenticity of what is actually his versus not his is unknown.
Ooh.
That's so curious. Oh, what a fun. Wait, okay. Yeah, I guess it's like hard to do like handwriting analysis.
Yeah.
Like it's too big, the scale is too clumsy.
And you have so many different surfaces and
Yeah.
types
Right,
of stone you're
yeah.
carving into and things like that, right? So you're going to have too many inconsistencies that you can't explain with hand behavior.
You know, this works in his favor too, because they could be like, hey, we saw your name on Everest. And he can be like, Yeah. That was me.
Yeah, totally. I absolutely was up there. And no, I definitely was not scratching into your desk, even though I was the only person who was me who's ever been in your office.
That was someone else.
So he publishes a book in 1829 where he talks about all of his travel in 1825. Austria, Styria, Carthinia, Bavaria, and Vienna.
Oh, okay.
How long was he left alone with the desk? Like
How good has he gotten?
Yeah, how fast can he carve his name? Did he just do it right there on the top where he's sure to get caught? Or like in a drawer?
Apparently what happened is Francis was like, hey, look, I actually don't like you doing this on public buildings. He was giving him like a slap on the wrist about don't do this on public buildings. Because you don't own it. It belongs to the people maybe or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And Kaiselek is like, yeah, sure, I totally stopped doing it on public buildings. But the next
desks.
like Kaiselek leaves and the emperor comes back into his office and his name is carved into it. So somehow during that time, like I don't know, maybe he had like a knee taped chisel or something and he's just like scratching the thing while he's like, yes, I would absolutely love to stop doing the thing that you're asking me to do.
Spiritualism tricks, old
what
like
is that
like
sound?
ghostwriting.
Well, I don't know.
So yeah, he apparently just did this for a little bit longer, but unfortunately he dies of cholera in 1831.
Oh,
Fucking
bummer.
cholera, dude.
Yeah. So
God, 2 years after his book came out?
Can you metaphorically sign yourself?
Ooh.
yeah, that could be.
Can you ask the like coroner to carve your name into you?
Ooh.
I like that. But carve it in my butt and bury me face down.
So cute.
Yeah, and put like a heart around
Somebody
it.
can kiss my ass.
Yeah, can you do like lips too?
yeah. Let's do the whole thing.
The coroner's like, I need to get a tattoo artist on staff.
So then we can jump to the 1930s, and Mr. Eternity begins to appear all over Australia.
Sounds great.
Oh, okay. So hold on.
not
Australia art. I'm just speaking about. Okay, here's the place I'm coming from. Not too long ago, we covered Baz Luhrmann's first movie, Strictly Ballroom.
That's correct.
And what I learned from that film is that at least at the time of that film, Australia is about 30 years behind America in terms of art. So I would say this graffiti is from 1900, not 1930. Okay. No offense, Australia. I love you. Might move there. Y'all rule.
Yeah, no, it's pretty great. It's exciting when something tragic happens, a place is just like, you know what? We're going to be even more thoughtful about this than we have been instead of like,
what if we addressed
we couldn't do
this?
anything about that.
Yep.
Head scratcher. I mean, who could imagine such a fantasy world?
It does sound like a fantasy.
So Mr. Eternity starts tagging the word eternity all over the place in Australia in the 1930s.
Without the honorific.
Without the honorific.
Just eternity.
It gets called Mr. Eternity because they're attributing to, well, this...
what if it's a myth?
Mr. Eternity.
Well, exactly.
What if
I know.
it's myth?
This is a problem I had with it too. There's a
thank you.
presumption of masculinity around the idea of writing eternity on something like, and I get it, okay, because men do tend to keep trying to do things stupid to be eternal, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
They have blood boys. They're constantly like
you're making a really great point.
fucking people and not taking care of their kids.
Yeah, okay.
Having bad
It is pretty on the
relationships with
nose.
them.
You're
They
selling
want to
it.
go to Mars
Right.
sometimes. It's stuff that doesn't make any sense, but they're doing it.
It's also very like, I want to live forever. I know. I'll write the word eternity. Like it is very plain.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Okay.
Yeah. So roughly 500,000 of these tags are found
What?
Nice.
over the course of 35 years that Mr. Eternity is doing this. So this person apparently dies in 1967. I was unable to find any specific information on who this person was. So again, could be a collective thing and maybe just like they stopped in 67.
Yeah, that's just the last known.
Yeah. But there were a bunch of articles written about him, and it says Mr. Eternity on a bridge in lights. I think, in
That's
Sydney.
Oh,
That's cute.
So that was kind of fun.
that is cute.
Then we jump to the 1950s.
Bird.
So you get Bird Lives
Yeah.
is one thing that starts happening in New York. And, of course, a continuation of Kilroy Was Here, which started during World War II.
Okay.
So Kilroy Was Here was it was painted on the noses of bombers and things like that. It was basically like, hey, this is our way of just manifesting our existence. And it was just a group tag that a lot of soldiers used. But Kilroy Was Here continued in the States afterwards and became a much sort of broader thing. So between that, you've got New York is just covered with Bird Lives and Kilroy Was Here. Now, the origin of Bird Lives is kind of interesting because it was a tribute to the jazz musician Charlie Parker,
No.
who was known as the Bird.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And was there some question as to whether he lives?
Is it the same as like Elvis isn't dead?
I mean,
yeah.
I
Like,
think
was
so.
this posthumous?
Yes, it was
Graffiti?
definitely posthumous because Charlie
Okay,
Parker
okay.
died of a heroin overdose in the like very early 50s. And I
Okay.
think from what I was able to read, it was very much like a, hey, look, what Charlie represented, this idea of like free flowing creativity, improvisational jazz continues.
Oh.
Nice. That's beautiful.
So it's very influential.
Yeah, yeah. Because then you have Johnny Cool in New York City in the 50s.
Sounds like a music producer name. Hi, my name's John E. Cool.
Oh.
John
See what I'm doing?
E. Cool. There was also like Golden Boy, Brillo, and then
Oh, Pony Boy. That's who I was like.
Stay Gold.
Oh, yeah, Stay Golden. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, just gold. It's not golden. I never read it.
Yeah, I think it's just Stay Gold.
Okay.
But I mostly
think
know that
you're
because
right.
I keep
think you're
hearing
right.
commercials for the Broadway musical about it, where they are
There's a
singing Stay
Broadway
Gold a
musical?
lot. Yeah, there's an
Oh.
Outsiders
Huh.
Broadway musical now.
Oh, cool.
The more you know.
And then we had the emergence of the address style. So you'd have a nickname and an address that would attach to it, which sort of leads us to Taki 183.
Yeah.
So Taki 183 starts in the late 1960s in New York City. Taki was born Demetrius Piperkis, and a
Whoa.
Greek-American teenage boy who worked as a messenger and delivery boy. And he wrote his nickname, Taki 183, all over the city. Basically, anywhere where he made a delivery, he would write his name on it.
Yeah,
And
he
he
said
wrote-
he
And so you
pocketed his
said-
travel money and just walked and
Yeah.
then ended up putting it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said the 183 was an address.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
of
what they
his
used to do
home?
is they used to put your location, your name and the location.
So
So it would have,
183 is
like, your block.
183rd Street.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So then the
That just
farther
seems
it got from 183, then
more
you would
impressive
you would
it
know
is.
how, yeah.
Yeah. It's also like, hey, police, you can find me on 183.
Yeah. Go ahead, look for me.
Yeah, but
I'm
like
here.
183rd Street is still pretty. There's a lot of people. Like it would be
That's
a futile
true.
investigation.
That's true.
You know, it would be like high school locker search sort of nonsense to be like, hey, are you Taki 183? And be like, no.
Okay.
What
All
are you
right.
gonna do?
Okay.
So he's writing it all over everything, walls, trains, anything. Then in 1971, the New York Times publishes an article about Taki 183. And it was about all of the other hundreds of imitators who existed in New York City who were based on Taki 183's idea. So there was Joe 136, Barbara 62, Eel 159, Yank 135, Leo 136 as some of the examples, but so many more. And this gave birth to graffiti as a concept that people would just do because it was fun to leave your name somewhere.
Yeah. This is like fully tagging
Yeah.
in the way
Yes.
that I think of it.
Yeah. So this is where tagging begins. And Taki 183 was an owner of a foreign car repair shop in Yonkers that last people knew. I don't know if he has passed away or not. I don't think so. I think he's still with
I
us.
watched a thing, it was in the early 2000s though, of him. Like a lot of the early taggers went in and they did an art exhibit and they tagged their name. So him and Corn Dog tagged their names on
Cool.
things. Yeah. No, but he looked like he carried a pager. He looked a bit nerdy and Did not at
Aw.
all look like somebody who you would have said was tagging stuff or thought was tagging anything.
Yeah, he seems
But
like
eventually
just
they
like
didn't.
kind of a doof, not
Yeah.
not someone who you would imagine as the hyper influential graffiti artist of the U.S.
I think right before that they said that like the primary idea of tagging and having stuff before it was just people putting their names on things. It was primarily gang tags to
Hmm.
show areas, but then eventually it became like a whole community of people that were just putting their names everywhere. And it was, I don't know, it was, I watched a couple really short videos and they were super cute and they just seemed like a really cute community. But then it ended up becoming like an art form and selling art
Yeah, they
and
had an artist
going crazy.
collective called United Graffiti Artists that was founded in 1972. And then some of Taki's graffiti was also in the 1985 movie Just One of the Guys, which I've never seen, but apparently it's in one of the bathrooms uh, where they go in the movie.
I mean, it's iconic. Of course, you'd want, like, especially if your movie is of the time and of a, like, has a specific feel to it. Of course, you'd want authentic taggers
Yeah,
to
like New
be
York movies used to just
featured.
always be that, right? And now New York movies are all shot in Toronto or something.
Yeah. Vancouver, baby.
Yeah. We'll do Saskatchewan for Brooklyn. It'll work. It'll work. Did you see that Little Italy movie that had Hayden Christensen and Emma Roberts in it?
No.
No.
It's very funny because I feel like it's like 2009 or something. Maybe it's even more recent than that. But it's like the Little Italy that they grew up in. It's supposed to be set in Toronto.
Set in
Yeah,
Toronto.
but everybody has like Brooklyn wise guy accents.
Mm.
And it turns out that maybe that like vocal affectation did transcend, like just Italian immigrants all kind of talked that way no matter where they were. So it might just
Oh,
be a thing. It was
interesting.
just it's a fascinatingly silly movie. Hayden Christensen has
Huh.
like the worst black dye in his hair, like the
Yikes.
kind where you know it's gonna like sweat drip down.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
like see it.
Yeah.
He's oh no. Who New York politician 9/11
Oh, Rudy
sweating
Giuliani,
black,
he
sweating
was
black hair dye.
yeah,
Thank you.
when he was on trial or whatever on
Yeah.
the Senate panel. Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, I it's really fascinating because Taki is sort of the person who got the whole idea of tagging as we know it to exist. And then of
Yeah,
course
like
everything spiraled
name
beyond
recognition.
that. Yeah. And then you get really amazing artists out of that of all different kinds who are doing mural work, who are doing tagging work, you know. We will you'll keep Jean-Michel Basquiat in mind for later. But
Okay.
another really great example of a street artist who broke through.
Basquiat, we have Keith Haring. Everyone loves a
Hmm.
good Keith Haring.
Yeah.
There was also another guy, and I've lost his name, but he was selling way more, and then he got really addicted to drugs and had a hard time. But he did
Oh.
he would do silhouettes.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
neat.
And then Banksy,
Of course, Banksy.
it's a big one.
Yeah.
Who else is big? Who's big now? Oh, Shepherd Fairey, Cause. Those are the big names right now, right? Who else is big?
I mean, that's the most I know outside of, Ant Boy.
Yeah, I've got a
Sample.
local guy named Smile.
Okay.
And Nate, I know you would recognize the art because you've been to Boulder.
Oh, sure.
And so he does, there's stencils, I think, but you don't find the same art repeated. Like it's just for speed, I think. And it's very like intricate fine line type drawings or I guess paintings. And I like spotting them because another friend of mine loves his work too, and so we'll just like send each other pictures every time we find a new one, and it's a fun little game. I also follow him on Instagram, and I know that he's done work in other countries, and I'm like, I gotta go to Italy to find that Smile painting so I can send a picture to Justin.
That's super cool. I'm gonna have to find him and follow him on Instagram too.
Yeah, I'll send you guys links and you can put it in the show notes if you would like.
Oh,
Yeah.
when I was in Seattle, I saw some, I don't know if it was Invader. I saw some Invader,
Okay.
a little, Invader. So,
Yeah, little Space Invader things.
The little space guys?
yeah, and then there was another
Yeah.
one. It was like, I don't want to say it's like Jawbreaker or something like that, but there were pieces there for that. Yeah, that was in Seattle. I saw a lot, but I have not seen anything.
Those,
Oh, I did see some fun stuff. I'll send this to you guys later in the group chat, though.
Oh, nice. The some of the Space Invader stuff is actually my favorites from travels that I've had because
Oh, yeah.
I've seen those like Space Invader tile mosaic things
Yeah.
on buildings in Chile and in Paris and in like Rome and Venice. Like whoever does that gets around, or they just have like really good distribution network. But it's so cool because I love, I don't know, I love those little touches, and it sort of goes to the same thing that Banksy's so good at, where it's this undeniable artwork that's also at the same time kind of making a statement. And I think what's nice about the Invader things is it's sort of like, hey, look, we're just, everybody's here. Like this, literally this art is going to invade the aesthetic that you've created
Yeah.
that you think is unassailable, and it doesn't have to be. We're allowed to sort of contribute. And maybe that's the magic of graffiti, is the idea that if we embrace street art, we sort of embrace the tapestry of our culture in a way that isn't just like landlord focused. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think because the resistance
Right.
to it is largely this, I have to paint over that to rent it to somebody, or this makes the neighborhood seem bad, and it doesn't. It makes the neighborhood seem
No.
colorful.
There's also like and I think this is part of what they said in Rome, is that like art is usually only available to the upper class, but this is a way to make art for
Yeah.
everybody and
Yes.
make it widely available, and being able to connect and see, oh, this person has been this place and this place, and I have also been this place and this place. You just feel very
So
connected in
connected.
a different way, and I think that's amazing.
Yeah, and public art is such a hard thing to get funded and to keep and
Yeah.
maintain because so many communities will have something, and then the moment that it gets remotely into disrepair, they're just like, "Ah, fuck it, we're not going to bother anymore." Even though it's like the only bright light in maybe the entire place, which is so tragic, really.
Yeah.
There's also beauty in how ephemeral it is. Like, it's something that you see and you experience and then you walk away from. Like, you don't, unless you take a photo, of course, but that's, I don't know, we can get into the question of is a photo of a thing the thing. But you don't get to like buy it and keep it and take it home. Like it lives out in the world the same way we do.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the thing, right? Is that the art shouldn't just belong to whomever can afford it.
Yeah.
We shouldn't live in a reality where, oh, this person was able to bid X millions of dollars at Sotheby's and therefore they claim this art. Like art almost always was commissioned for the purposes of public space use, which something like the Sistine Chapel is so interesting because it's like it's an incredible amount of work to put into something
Yeah.
that is legit just for like, we're gonna go sit in here and sometimes look at the ceiling, but you better be paying attention to what the guy at the front's saying.
Yeah. There's a painting by Joan Mitchell along this that I love, and it's called The Sink, and it's in the Seattle Art Museum, and like I sat in front of it for probably 30 minutes, maybe an hour, and just like stared at it. And one of the days I like went and found the book of the people who had donated the painting, and they had kept it in their bedroom. And I said, that's not even in the living room for people to fucking see. And they just had it in their bedroom for decades. And that made me like completely irate and upset.
Yeah.
And like I had such a like negative, visceral reaction to that. And like there was something else recently. I don't know if we were watching an art auction or we were watching something about like doing dupes or something. But like the ability for people to have these pieces of art and just hide them away is such a disaster and such a terrible part about everything. So anyway, I love graffiti.
Yeah,
Love
no,
graffiti.
100%. I feel like NPR today, which would be the end of December 2025, had a whole thing about how there's like a famous painting is just sort of like no one can find it. And so they're
Oh, yeah.
putting in a newsletter like, hey, if you've seen this painting, can you like let people know, because it's very important, and it just simply doesn't exist anywhere that anybody knows.
Do you guys remember when they found a missing famous piece of a missing painting because like an art curator recognized it as set dressing in Stuart Little?
Oh yeah.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
The one that I and I remembered by you guys saying that what it was. There was a de Kooning that a couple had stolen, and they had kept it for themselves, and they had it framed, and it was behind their door, and then they finally
Whoa.
reunited it with the university that they stole it from, but they had it for like 40 years.
Yeah, that's wild. And yeah, there was and I don't have enough detail to bring this up other than it's fascinating that there was another thing where some famous painting was just like
Yeah.
in a Goodwill or something, and somebody bought it for
Oh
like
my God.
$3, and then it was like, oh no, this is an original so and so, and it's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Like, yeah, okay,
That's the dream.
it is.
That is the dream.
Yeah. You
one
gotta
of those
always
times
check
you're gonna go
Goodwill.
in there,
But they're gonna use Google Lens and then price it at $5 billion.
right?
Don't worry, Google Lens doesn't work very well.
Does anything.
Nothing works. Nothing works at all except for this podcast,
Ah,
Yeah.
because it's time for the MouthGarf Report.
yay.
Ooh.
The MouthGarf Report. Open wide for some lasagna.
I hate Mondays.
I'm now intermittently wearing my mouth guard. I was off of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
What I've discovered is that I can kind of feel when it's a thing, and then I'll just pop
Okay.
it in. So like last
Okay.
night, I woke up at 4 a.m. I was like, okay, put it in.
Been
Great.
chomping? Okay.
A little bit, yeah. And it kind
Okay,
of covers.
wait. I thought that the mouth guard was encouraging you to chomp.
I'm trying to crack what the
Delicate
thing
balance.
was.
Okay.
I think that wearing it all the time encourages me to chomp. I think
Yeah.
being stressed as fuck encourages me to chomp.
yeah, I mean, for
yeah,
sure.
of course. Yeah.
So I think what I had to do is just acknowledge that I'm allowed to have like a more malleable existence than what I was letting myself
That's
do.
true.
Totally.
I was like, I'm
totally.
a mouth guard wearer, or I'm not. And you know what the truth is I'm
in
just
between.
me. I'm just Nate.
Yeah.
You're just Nate.
I'm just
Nate.
Nate.
Yeah.
I'm just one of the buddies.
Nate Duff.
That's right.
Knuff. But
Oh, okay. I was like, what the hell is happening?
Wait, what were the nicknames we came up with for each other? Because I'm Nate, whatever that is. Nasty Nate, I
Nasty
guess.
Nate.
Nasty
With a
Nate.
Z. Nasty Nate.
I can't remember what the other ones were now.
They're all
I was Killicels.
Killicels. Yeah.
killicels. So we just have to find you, Chelsea. Let me look. I'm looking at the thing.
You must have been something Chels.
Yeah.
Chels.
Charles.
Oh, this is just a little glimpse behind the scenes into the Debut Buddies group chat.
This is it. Yeah, this is all production stuff. You know, we're
Yeah, this is pre-pro.
we're
This
working
is
on
all pre-pro.
research. We're doing the thorough
Coming up
stuff,
with our
and then we're also
names.
remembering.
We didn't come up with our tag names.
I guess these are our tag names.
Yeah, these are our tag names. Risen Shells is, I think, what I.
Oh,
Risen.
yeah.
Okay.
There it is.
Risen Shells, Killicels.
I have the least amount of Riz.
That's incorrect.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, you are patently rizzed. Do not even begin.
I feel like
To
I am in
de-riz
the
yourself.
negatives for Riz. Ugh.
I mean, I'm not a killer.
I mean, you could be.
And I'm not that nasty.
You are a little bit.
Well, yeah,
About
but
the
not
teeth,
that.
though.
So yeah, so I'm letting myself off the hook. Sometimes I wear my mouth guard, sometimes I don't. I tend to just go to
Yeah.
bed without it. But if I do feel like
happening.
I'm listening to my body is what I'm doing.
Smart.
It's so hard.
It's
That's
this is a new thing for me, honestly. Like this
Yeah.
with some of the therapy stuff, like getting to a place. And we talked about this before we started recording, but I will share that one of my revelations around sort of mental health was the understanding that just because I can intellectualize a feeling I'm having doesn't mean that I'm actually having the feeling or letting myself have the feeling.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't
Yeah,
think
dog.
I ever thought about that in 44 years, where it's like, oh, you know what?
You're
you
not
actually
supposed to think about it. You're
Yeah.
supposed
Yeah,
to
you're just
feel it.
supposed
you can
to
just
do
you just
it.
feel the thing. you can
rude.
note that you're feeling it, but don't stop feeling it just because you noted
Yeah.
it. So that's been fun. And then otherwise, it's been like I've been watching a shitload of movies. I'm just
Oh,
going
nice.
to talk about a
Ooh.
couple of them that I think are interesting. One, I rewatched the first three Indiana Jones movies, which ties nicely
Dang,
into things
fun.
belonging in museums.
But they don't. Well,
But they don't. I
they
agree.
don't.
I think
Especially
fundamentally
with the
part of
Indiana
the
Jones ones, they
Yeah.
belong with the culture that they has
Yeah.
created.
correct.
Yeah.
A lot of them shouldn't ever be found in the first place because
Correct.
they become dangerous when found. Especially like the ending of Last Crusade, where the poor Grail Knight has just been sitting there
Spoilers.
for hundreds of years drinking, and then like that's it. They're just like, cool. So hey, we destroyed your home, and you get to die now, and no one's gonna guard the Grail anymore because we lost it. Like, what a bummer for that guy.
Oh no.
It's just kind of it's something else. But I watched let's see, Muppet Christmas Carol. Obviously,
Perfect
great,
movie.
wonderful movie.
Classic. I've never seen it.
Oh, you should see it. It's really great.
Okay, I'll save it up for next year because I'm definitely not watching it on
Yeah, you don't
December
have
29th.
to. I mean,
Yeah.
it's gonna hit different,
not the
but
time.
no cheeses for us Mises is maybe the best thing that's ever happened. It's like it's fully leaning in to
It's not like I've intentionally avoided it. I just didn't have a childhood, and then I,
sure.
wasn't a grown up, so
Yeah.
I just missed it.
Yeah, no, you should. Yeah, you got to check it out. It's really worth it. Another movie I will recommend is called The Umbrellas of Cherbourg. It is a French musical. Now,
Ooh,
because it is a French musical, it does a lot of the things that musicals usually do, where two people appear to be in love and then they connect at the end. But because it's French, they're like it's more bitter. It's got
yes,
okay.
of course.
it's got some tart to it. It's also interesting because unlike a traditional musical or a musical like we would imagine it, it is a movie where the entirety of the film is sung. So everybody does
Oh, it's
every
sung
bit of
through.
expositional dialogue and everything is in song. There aren't specifically songs that they lead into that are sort of crescendoing. Like it's not like a Wicked sort of thing where it's like, oh, cool, we're gonna hit, Defying Gravity. It's just
Yeah.
people singing the whole time, including singing things like, I'm going to come into your shop to buy an umbrella. And then like, yes, we're open and we have some nice umbrellas over here. That kind of stuff.
This
Be
is
a great
how
soundtrack.
Natasha Pierre in The Great Comet of 1812 is. It's sung through. There's no spoken dialogue. And so there are lines like, I blush happily.
Yeah,
Like, it's all,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
even
this
some
is-
stage directions are sung.
totally this. Like, and it's
Excellent.
it's a is it Jacques Demy, I think, famous French director and musical director. It's also like perfect 60s like pop set dressing and design. Like everything is bright
Fun.
and brilliant and really gorgeous to look at. It's just it's a fun movie. Despite, the content can be a bummer a little bit, but
Sure, that's fine.
in the best ways.
Did you guys ever watch My Crazy Ex-Girlfriend?
Yes.
Yeah.
There is an episode where she does it's a musical, but it's a parody of a French drama. And so the song is in black and white. And the only lyric I remember is, oui, je suis garbage. And I think about it all the time.
I mean, I think we've all had that feeling once at least.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, pretty consistently, to be honest.
So yeah, I recommend that. And then I also watched the Yorgos Lanthimos movie Begonia,
Yeah.
which is great.
It's so fun. Jesse Plemons.
Clemens is amazing.
The
Emma
best.
Stone is amazing.
So good. The other guy
Stavros
whose name
is
I don't
fun.
know.
Stavros, yeah.
And it's really just, I mean, it's perfectly in line with the conversation we've been having for much of this episode. Like, it is a movie about a conspiracy theorist who thinks that a CEO is an alien and therefore kidnaps her and holds her hostage. But it's also so much about so many other things
So
that
many
relate
things,
to
yeah.
it's literally about the amount of alienation in our society that
Oh,
sort
that's
of
bad.
it begins doing this thing where it's like, hey, is the conspiracy, or is the conspiracy the fact that anybody gets to a point where they have something to conspire or to believe in a conspiracy
the
because of how
framework.
fucked up everything gets. And the ending is
Chelsea, I think you'd
top-notch.
really like
Yeah.
it.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. I won't say anything
I'll
else
give it a
because I
watch.
think you would really love it. It's phenomenal. So yeah, that's that's mostly me. I've just been hanging out, petting the dogs.
Oh, so great.
Winter, I'm doing
Winter.
some maintenance-y stuff. I'm buying window inserts to try to make it warmer in here.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Exciting stuff like that.
Yeah, I've got some drafts
Yeah.
I could address.
Got some draft tape. I had to put it on my door.
Here's what I really need to do is there's a window AC unit in the living room that
Just need
I
to
need
put
to
stuff
take that
around
out of
it.
there.
remove. And I'm not going to. I know that about myself. I'm not going to. I'm just going to be cold all winter.
Wrap a
And
towel
that's
around
fine.
it then, at least. Like,
Oh, smart. Yeah.
That's
cover the
smart.
front so that you've got enough of a barrier. You just,
Yeah, because the wind comes right on through and I'm like, whoop. It is. Sure is 20 degrees out there, eh?
at least now, it's been so hot there for the last couple
It's
of
been
months.
so hot. Yeah,
Yeah.
it got down to 17 or something this morning. Here's what I've been up to. So this is actually a couple weeks old. We had to postpone a recording because I was sick. And I would like to tell you the story
Yeah.
of what that was because it wasn't a communicable illness. Instead, I went to a friend's holiday party. It's an annual holiday party. I've been going, 10 years or something. Maybe not quite that long, but close to it. And it's a weird group of people because I know the people who host the party and then no one else. I don't know any of the attendees except that I see them every year at Christmas.
Is this a Rosemary's Baby thing? Is that what's going to happen here?
No, unless I'm the baby because
No.
I do take a tumble.
We've got
Isn't
to
that how
love
that
you,
movie
so you
ends?
could be
I've
the
not seen
baby.
it. I was a party is sort of no, it's sort of winding down, but it's not yet wound down. But people are seated at this point. Not everybody, but a number of people are seated,
The rugs have
including
been
me. I'm
adequately
sitting.
cut.
Yes. I am sitting on an ottoman having a conversation with some of these people I see once a year. And someone says something that makes me laugh and I throw my head back to laugh.
Oh, no.
And that is when I discover that I am on an ottoman that rocks.
Oh, no.
And I just fully fall backward into the dining table.
Oh, no.
Bonk my noggin, have 2 big old goose eggs on the back of my head for a week. And I'm pretty sure I gave myself a concussion. So when we were supposed to record, I was like, I'm nauseated. I've got a headache. If I look at a screen for too long, I might
everywhere.
die.
Did you get diagnosed to make sure?
No.
Okay.
I
I mean, the good thing is you didn't die in your sleep. That's really the main concern with a concussion sort of situation.
That was my
Brain bleed
worry.
stuff.
I think now they also recommend that you sleep.
I think it's still
Okay.
not straight away,
Oh.
but as treatment, it is be asleep as much as you can. I've also read that, and this was years ago now, so this could be inaccurate. We're not medical professionals.
No, we're not. Don't take our
here
advice.
on Debut Buddies.
No, yeah.
We'll tell you about different brands of mouth guards, but aside from that,
Totally.
and even those cannot be construed
you
as
have
some
to-
sort of medical advice.
No, absolutely not.
We are not experts about any of the things we do on
These
this.
are anecdotes at best. So I have also read, though, that alcohol can be beneficial
no.
for the old concussion. So I was like, it's a good thing this is a Christmas party because she's been drinking the punch. So we had to postpone a recording because I fell embarrassingly.
I'm glad you're okay.
me
that's
too.
Thanks,
and
me
that's
too,
the
yeah.
sort of thing that yes, I would be mortified with embarrassment for having done it because it's
Yeah.
like, oh no,
No, I'm
you guys
gonna
think
think
that I
about
got
it.
too drunk and I fell over, and I didn't.
And
I was
didn't even.
You were just being fun.
I didn't even get too
You
drunk.
were being an enthusiastic guest and enjoying someone's conversation. And then, you end up
Humiliating.
in a thing where probably everybody's worried because I'm assuming if you hit your head that hard, makes a boom.
Yeah.
Oh, it made a noise. Everybody in the kitchen looked over. People came and checked on me. Here's what I will say though, is this is hosted by two of my dearest friends, a married couple, and one of them, after I had fallen, he came over with a drink for me. And I was like, okay, so Justin knows that I'm not too drunk.
Yeah.
Like he knows that I was just laughing. And that made me feel better. But yeah, I'm going to think about that until the day that I die. And here's another failure. Would you like to hear another failure of mine?
Let's go.
So I bought a desk, a standing desk, and it arrived today.
Okay.
And
You can't stand it?
I have close. I have lived alone lo these many years, and I have never yet met a piece of furniture that I could not get upstairs.
Oh,
Oh,
no, it's too
no.
heavy.
It's
Because
too heavy.
Because it's got motors and stuff.
Yeah, it'll do that.
I
Yeah.
guess so. So I can't even if it weren't stairs, I can tumble it end over end
Yeah.
on a flat surface. But on the stairs, I can't get it up over my head to do a flip.
Are you against the classic just unpack it down there and carry the parts up?
It's one part.
Oh,
It's a single
damn.
part. It's just it's the desktop.
So it's just the desktop
Yeah.
with the motor on it and the legs are separate, but you can't.
The legs are separate. I got the legs upstairs.
Gotcha.
So it's just the top.
geez.
I do think I'm going to take it out of the box and see if I can slide it.
Yeah.
But here's the risk is when
Open it up.
no, I don't care about that.
Oh, okay.
Fortunately,
Good.
that is a risk. I acknowledge that is a risk, but
Not one
it's
that
one
you
that
care
I'm
about.
willing.
That's fine.
No. Here's the risk is that once I take it out of the box, there's no going back. Right now, I've got those straps that it ships in to grab and I don't know, futilely yank at because I can't get it up the stairs. But once I take it out of the box, those straps are no longer
Useful. Yeah.
useful. So
Could you get? Oh, I don't want to add on more items for you to purchase. Could you purchase straps? I have straps to pull stuff
I
up.
know. I was like, maybe I should finally get the ones that hoist over your
Yeah,
chest.
that you can wrap the
Yeah.
sort of back harness thing and then you can carry
Yeah,
anything you want because of the physics,
Yeah,
people.
I might have to. I'm going to have to make myself a donkey. I have to become a pack mule.
Now, hear me out.
Loop back around.
Yeah.
Have you considered knocking on the doors of anybody who lives near you and being like,
You know I
"Hey,
have.
I would love to buy you a 6-pack of beer or the beverage of your choice if you
Yeah.
could help me carry this upstairs."
Yeah, I have specifically Kyle, who lives next door in my beautiful, perfect apartment.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
He's out of town.
Oh, damn. So you're waiting for him to
So,
get back so you can.
I
be
guess
like, "Hey,
so.
man."
And you know what? I brought in a package for him. So he's
See?
going to be like, "Can I get that package?"
Good
And I'm going to
exchange.
be like, "That's a great question, Kyle."
Danny. All right.
That's what's up with me.
Sounds eventful.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You've walked away unharmed, but I'm glad that you didn't try to carry the thing by yourself up the stairs in such a way
Yeah,
that
that
you
would
could also fall again and get another concussion.
Ooh, it was touch and go today, dude.
Yeah.
I was trying to yank it. So I got it one tumble end over end, short end to long end. And then I couldn't do that again because the leverage was wrong. But so then I was just holding it halfway up the stairs.
And then what do? Yeah, because
And then what do you do? Well, I'll tell you. Gravity decides
yeah,
what it is that
you're
you do.
you're gonna go back. Do you have landings?
So
Are there stairs? Can you get it part way up and then prop it for a little bit and then?
no,
Okay.
no, it's 17 steps. I got to get it up and I can't
Dang.
do it. Or at least I couldn't this morning. I might try again later.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I was closer to help because I would just
Same.
help do that. I really enjoy
I'm
carrying
determined.
things upstairs. I don't know why.
I'm determined.
It's just not.
Huh.
It's just not a thing that
Oh.
I enjoy it. I don't know. It feels like a
Little
very functional
Sisyphus
life.
over
for
I'm
here.
going to call you next time
Let's
I
go.
move.
Yeah, no, I really
Because
like.
that's
I
my
used to.
least favorite thing to do.
I used to help people move
Yeah,
a
I
lot.
hate going
like,
up and down the stairs.
That was kind of the thing. It's just
Oh,
carry
okay.
boxes.
a
Like
lot of
Alright.
free pizza in your life.
yeah, free pizza, some
Yeah,
beer,
pizza and beer.
coffee, bagels, all the stuff.
Nice. You have done
I
this.
helped.
You've been around the
like,
block carrying stuff upstairs.
My good friend Alice like moved. She was in Boulder at the time, and she was moving. I guess were they moving to Buffalo? Anyway, it doesn't really matter where they're moving.
Oh.
But she had so many books. So that day, I think I carried
yeah.
like, I don't know, 50 boxes of books. Like, just good
Wow.
stuff. But, you know, this was a time like I didn't even go to the gym then. It was just like, this is literally the exercise
Well, you
I
didn't
get.
need
is I'm
to. You
gonna
were
carry these
carrying-
books. So yeah,
How sore were you the next day? Oh, I feel like I would
very.
be. Yeah. I
Yeah,
feel like
that's
I would
so many
be
boxes.
Not able to move for like weeks.
Yeah. When I had too many books and had to downsize, I had 14 boxes of
Yeah.
books. I'm down to 8.
Wow.
That's good. That's really good. It's hard to do
Thanks.
too, because you don't want to get rid of books.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I
books,
really
books have always
don't.
been so like defining for me, whereas like, oh, these are
I
things that mean
know.
something to me. But at the same time, I don't really reread many of the books that I have. Like maybe a few, but not
That's a good
enough
point.
to necessitate the entire library. It's a whole thing. Look,
It's a
the
whole
internet is
thing.
on computers now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm reading my physical
It's true.
books.
It's true.
But then you can pass
Chelsea,
it
what
on
have
and
you
give
been up
somebody
to?
else the joy of
Yeah,
that book.
exactly.
Damn.
What if I have to gift a book?
This is true.
What if
yeah.
I have to gift a
Gifting?
book?
There are several books that I've gifted multiple times that I've had to rebuy for
Oh.
myself because I'm like, oh, you have to read this, and I have no intent
Mm-hmm.
of asking for it back because I know that it will be like I want it to be with you long enough that you read it, so I don't care if you never do.
No, never return
then
it.
one day-
Ender's Game. I always have
Yeah.
copies of Ender's Game to give away. Partly because I'm going to do the legwork to buy them used
Yes.
Oh,
so that
yeah.
nobody
Yeah, because you don't want Orson
supports
Scott Card to
Orson
keep
Scott
making
Card.
money. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you. Good. I'm glad. I'm
Oh,
glad
but the
we cleared
book is
that
a
up before
banger.
before Chelsea got to talk her mouth garf.
No,
Yeah,
that's fair.
sorry.
It's an important conversation to have.
Okay, Riz Shells, what's up?
Did I go to the dentist in between this? The last
You-
time we spoke,
yes.
was I like, I'm going
Last
to the
time we
dentist?
spoke. Yeah,
Many
last time we
moons
spoke, you were
ago.
supposed to have gone, but it hadn't happened.
No, I went and it was fine. That's about
Okay.
it. I can't
Okay,
really think
good.
of anything
But you were
exciting
gonna
happened.
talk about you had started using
An electric
an electric
toothbrush.
toothbrush.
This dental hygienist was very, I don't know, she had just moved here, I think, and she was pretty thorough, but she was the first person to give me like a bunch of extra tips. And she was like, you need to do C-shaped flossing. And I was like, I have no fucking
Yeah.
clue what that means. And then I had to keep
Mm.
asking her. And then she also said, there's something else she recommended. She was like, you need to do this too. And I'm like, okay. But my teeth seem great. As per usual.
Gums were good. I
She
know
said
you were
that there
like,
was irritation probably from
from your electric
the toothbrush. She was like, just don't push too hard. And I was like, girl, I'm not pushing hard at all. I was like, I also am used to soft bristle, so I'm struggling. And she was like, well, I'm going to recommend you do these things. So, but it's fine now. I think it's over time, it's been okay. My face
You've
is
got
breaking out
calluses
from
on
all
those
of
gums
the
now.
candy from Christmas because I made a lot of candy, but I didn't have as many people to give it away to this year. So I ate a lot of it, and now I am covered in zits, which is fine, I guess.
Hey,
Merry
look.
Christmas.
Yeah. Plus, I don't know, like candy doesn't often just like exist for you.
Yeah, I mean,
you
I
know?
don't. I made all of it, so it wasn't like I purchased
What you
Yeah,
mean?
what is it?
I
tell
made
us about the candy.
haystacks, which are like
Are they
chow
coconut?
mein. No, they're like chow mein, the
No.
dry noodles that you get.
Yeah, the
They
crispy
can-
noodles.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then you put you melt chocolate and butterscotch together, and then you dip them, and then they are just like little balls.
That sounds
of,
awesome.
Yeah, and then
Do those hurt? Are they hurty? They sound like they might be hurty.
No, I mean they're crunchy.
Okay.
So it's like
Yeah.
having like pretzels, but like I don't do pretzels,
Okay.
I do the noodles, but they're pretty good. And then the peppermint bark, made a bunch of peppermint bark, and then I made puppy chow
Classic.
or muddy buddies, depending on which region you're
Sure.
from, I guess.
Mhm.
And
What region is Muddy Buddies?
I don't know, but in
Muddy
the
Buddies
internet,
is
it was
the
like,
thing that,
Muddy
like,
Buddies, and I was like, damn, okay.
The Czechs people officially call it Muddy
Maybe
Buddies when
that's
they
why they
market
made it
it.
that way. Yeah,
Yeah.
because they
Oh.
can't take puppy chow. Because
I've
puppy chow
only
has
ever
puppy
heard
chow.
puppy chow. Yeah, I guess I've also heard like reindeer chow, the
Oh,
seasonal
interesting.
version. But yeah, it's
But I've
puppy
been
chow.
eating a lot of the puppy chow mostly. It's mostly puppy chow because the
So
peppermint
good.
bark's harder to consume. Peppermint bark has always been my favorite, but I ended up making some of that, and I gave a decent amount of it away. But I made a lot apparently, and I cooked this year, and I hosted,
Oh my
and I never do
gosh,
that.
How did that
and
go? Was it good?
Woke up at 5 a.m.
Okay.
Whoa.
That's a terrible time to wake up.
Yeah, we're off to a bad start.
Woke up being like, oh, somebody in Arkansas won the Powerball. Wasn't me. Or
Damn it.
was
I was
No,
hoping.
I'm just kidding. It definitely
I
wasn't.
was hoping that we would never record
I am
it for
permanently
sure.
funding this podcast. No. I have no money. So that Patreon that we don't have, you guys need to donate so much money to it. But
Somewhere around 1.8 billion would be great.
yeah,
That would be
woke
so
up
great.
and
That would be
like
so
we
helpful.
had a ticket, and then Ryan was like, "Did we?" And we got up, and first number he said, and I was like, "Okay, no." Absolutely not. But it got us out of bed. So I appreciate that it did that.
Yeah, we love a
and then-
motivation.
So I did. And
Lofty
I didn't
hopes are good for getting us out of bed every day.
So I made
Maybe today will be better.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, got up and then immediately had to start cooking because I was gonna do a roast, like not roast beef. It was a chuck roast in a crock pot because I was like, I'm gonna do a long cook. And I did.
Low and slow, baby.
Yeah, and it turned out really well.
Yay.
But it was, I woke up at 5 because we had to sear it and then put it in the thing, and then I had to cut the carrots and the potatoes, and then proceeded to I also don't have cabinets right now or countertops. I still don't have a kitchen, and I was like, I want to do this because honestly, I wanted to do it because the last couple times that other people have hosted, I don't know, I needed a little more control. So I was like, I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I made that. What did I make for sides? I think I just made stuffing and roasted Brussels sprouts. The stuffing was because my mom loves stuffing. And then Brussels sprouts. And it turned out okay. It turned out fine. Everything went well. Oh, no, I did it up on appetizers. That's what took up all this. I'm an appetizer person. So if you eat at my house, the main meal, the meal is not the main. The appetizers will always be the main. So I spent for fucking ever on appetizers. There were so many deviled eggs.
Oh,
That's
God,
good.
love
I
a
ate
deviled egg.
several deviled eggs over the holiday as well.
We are heavily deviled eggs and heavily cheese and olives, just straight up. That's what.
Yum.
And I made bread and got some really nice butters. And then my grandma was like, "Oh, I'm not going to be hungry." And I was like, that's the point.
You're doing it now.
You know what I think
living
about?
now. You don't have to wait.
Also, it was 80 degrees here. So I had all the windows open and it was hot. It was
That
not
sucks.
good.
That sucks.
It is now 20 degrees. So that has been a nice little switch up.
But yeah, deviled eggs at an 80-degree room temp
Yeah,
are
it's
probably
a little
not.
warm.
That's not great for the long term.
So when I served the milk and the whole milk and then the eggs, everyone was upset, and I don't know why. But yeah, it was an interesting time. So I enjoyed hosting. Will I ever do it again? No.
But you experienced it, and now you know.
You did
Yeah,
it. So
I'll
if
make
anybody
everyone
ever asks, you're like,
appetizers.
"Oh, I did it last year," and then, "Oh, I did it a couple years ago. I think someone else should do it."
Honestly, if people just want to bring the food and use my house, that's fine. I don't mind doing that because then it gives me a reason to clean everything. I like having people over because then I have to clean everything and then everything's clean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to have a reason to clean everything. It has been mostly clean.
I feel you
But I
on
want
that
to,
though.
open
Yeah, I mean,
it.
I consolidate piles and things and actually deal with things that I just have shit strewn about, whatever, right? It's a motivator.
Yeah.
I like this conversation right now because Nate and Chelsea can see my
Beautiful room.
bedroom chair
Yeah.
for clothes.
That's what chairs are for.
I mean, if
behind
I
me right
turn
now.
this room is terrible. Do you know where all the stuff went that was in all the other rooms? Just this room.
Well, I was going to say big praise for appetizer dinner because that's Jenny and I are doing that. That's our New Year's Eve thing. I
Nice.
bought a bunch of stuff at the grocery store so we can have chicken fries and cheese and crackers and popcorn
Fuck
and
yeah.
grapes
Oh,
and just
perfect.
we're not eating a meal, but we're going
No.
to eat so much of these
gonna be
delicious
so
things
good.
that
We're
we're
gonna be
more full than we've ever
stuffed.
actually been.
It's going to be perfect.
Yeah. See, this is why girl dinner is so popular.
Yeah,
That's all girl
appetizer.
dinner.
Because regular dinner, doing the whole we're doing a whole turkey, we're doing a whole whatever. So much of that is sort of the to do of it, right? That it's we present you with a massive thing that we otherwise would not afford or want. And
right.
appetizers is just hey, look, we put some time in and we made fancy foods that you can enjoy a bunch of different tastes. I don't know.
Yeah,
I like tasting a lot of different stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to try.
Little tasty
Just
plates.
let me try.
Yes.
Yeah, little
Yes.
little stuff,
Oh,
little things.
Sample the
So-
flavors of life.
Yeah, dude.
If we ever have a gathering, it's going to be only appetizers.
Hell yeah.
Hell
Us
yeah.
three.
Just a
At our bonfire.
Yeah,
That's what
bonfire.
we're gonna do
That's what I was
one
going to say. Bonfire of the appetizers. That can be what we call it.
Oh, it'll be so good. And then we'll do s'mores.
Yeah,
Perfect.
we have to. And then the Mothman will visit.
Man,
Oh, yay.
Because the Mothman likes s'mores.
who doesn't?
Exactly.
And what doesn't?
And of course, the flame.
And the flame. But the s'mores first. He's always showing up like, you guys have s'mores? Oh, I guess I'll hang out for the fire. And the bridge collapse. That was the MouthGarf Report.
Yay.
Woo.
Hey, it's time to play a game. Are we ready? Are we excited?
Always.
Yep.
It's time to
expect
play. I see what you did there.
Let's do it.
This is going to be all tagging and or graffiti related.
Okay.
Getting
And I'm playing
pumped.
with what tagging is because you might know that tag is also
Ooh.
a popular playground game. So just keep that in
Ooh.
mind too
Oh,
Yeah.
for your mental framing
yeah.
of things for later.
I don't like this.
Number one, number one,
Mm-hmm.
this type of tag is usually played indoors under black light while wearing a heavy vest covered in receivers.
Oh, okay.
And this actor is known for playing King Richard, a telepathic mutant headmaster, and a French starship captain with an English accent.
What?
Wait.
Okay,
I
type of tag.
understood the first one, but
Yeah.
now I don't think I know the first one based on the
I know. I'm
second
exact.
one.
Okay, because it's Jean-Luc Picard for the second one, right?
Well, it's the actor's name.
Chelsea?
Yeah, which is
Oh my God.
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart, great.
Okay, say the first thing again then.
Yeah, it's a
because
type of
I
tag
don't-
played indoors under black light while wearing a heavy vest covered in receivers. What type of tag is that?
Laser
tag.
Great, so laser. Now, Patrick Stewart at one point was recognized
Sir.
by... Thank you.
Laser
them together.
Patrick Stewart.
Oh.
See?
Laser Patrick Stewart, you see what I did there?
Okay.
It took us a while. It was quick, but it
Yeah.
took us a
Well,
while.
yeah, that was... I mean, I'm happy because we had a little bit of a beat where it wasn't just like, I know this one, which is good because it's going to get worse.
Oh, yay.
Great.
At least for this one. Number two, this American artist who started out in the graffiti duo Samo in the 1970s was known for his
okay.
political themes, crown motif, and friendship with Andy Warhol. I also mentioned him earlier. He died tragically of a heroin overdose at age 27. And this principle of ethics states that one has a moral obligation to perform a certain action only if it is possible for him or her to perform it.
Basquiat.
Yep. Basquiat. So now we need that principle of
And so you
ethics.
have to- Okay.
And this is a thing where I wonder if this is something that I learned and no one else has
What?
really learned.
Okay.
So
You're
I'm
going to
not,
have to read
and not no one, but I mean
but
like,
slower.
yeah. This principle of ethics states that one has a moral obligation to perform a certain action only if it is possible for him or her to perform it.
And which part of the word, where are we intersecting?
We are intersecting
at?
midway through Basquiat's last name.
Oh, we need to know his last name?
Basquiat is his last name.
Yeah, Basquiat is his last name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So midway through is what?
Quiot? This one?
Kiot?
Well, it's really
Quiet.
just. I'll give you. It's the ought.
Okay, that's
It's
what I
Kiot.
thought.
Okay.
Is it ought
okay,
or is it
okay.
at?
It's ought.
Okay.
OUGHT is what we're starting with.
Oh, okay.
So a principle of ethics
Oughtn't
that
we?
begins with ought.
Ought to.
If you can do.
I don't know if we. I think it might be something that you know, Nate, that we do
Okay.
not.
Yeah, this was one of those. I was doing this too late at night and thinking this was clever. So the ethics
I
phrase.
almost think I learned it in like a philosophy 101
should we
class
go
or
through it
something.
slow?
No,
Okay.
I'm never gonna get there.
The principle of ethics is ought implies can, which is to
Oh,
say
I
that
would
if you
never
say
have gotten
someone
that.
ought to do
Nope.
something, it implies that they are capable of doing it. So if you say
And they aren't
billionaires
necessarily.
should pay into people's health care, it implies that they have the capacity to do that.
Yes.
If you say they ought to, it implies that they can. So
Yeah.
it's Jean-Michel Basquiat implies can.
We didn't see what you
okay,
did there,
okay.
but now we do.
It's kind of fun.
I do like it though. I do like what
Yeah,
you
we
did
do
there.
like it.
I really like ought implies can as a general thing because it is sort of, it's like a litmus test for if you're going to tell somebody to do something, you have to, it must imply that they're capable of doing it.
Yeah.
Which really
Yeah, there
works
must
when
be
you
a
start talking
mechanism.
about very conservative people saying that people who have been marginalized should do something. And you're like, you're saying they
Right.
ought to do something that they can't do. So this doesn't
Fucking
work from an
bootstraps,
ethics
dog.
place. Exactly.
Yeah,
Pull
okay.
yourself up by your bootstraps fails the ought implies
Fucking I
can.
can't afford boots. Yeah.
Also, the bootstraps are to pull
That's- you
boots on,
can't do
not to
that.
pull it for.
Yeah.
You can't defy
You
gravity
can't pull yourself
with
up
your
by
own shoes.
bootstraps.
Anyway, that was number 2. Number 3,
Yay.
it's a heavy capitalism episode about graffiti.
Yay.
Yeah, we're in a mood
Yeah, we are.
today.
We're funked
After
up,
Christmas, who would have thought?
right? Okay, number 3. This canned aerosol, acrylic, or enamel is commonly used for graffiti tagging. And this is a 1969 American Western musical starring Lee Marvin, Clint Eastwood, and Gene Seberg, set in Gold Rush era California.
Spray paint.
Mm-hmm.
Paint by numbers. Paint the town red.
Paint it black.
Paint.
The name of the musical is about painting
Paint.
someone's wheeled cart that is often pulled by an
Wagon?
ox. Yeah.
Painted wagon.
Painted
Paint-
wagon.
Painting wagon.
Well, but the wagon belongs to someone. It belongs specifically to you. So it would be
Paint my wagon.
Painting
well, not
my
you
wagon.
would, but you're talking to me.
Paint the
Painting
wagon
your
that I
wagon.
own.
No, now in this scenario, it's my wagon. Now say
Okay, paint your wagon.
great,
Paint
yeah,
your
put it all
wagon.
together.
Spray paint your
Spray
wagon.
paint your wagon. You see what I
We're
did there?
struggling so hard today.
I think paint your wagon is a reference that I only know from The Simpsons also. So it's like,
Okay.
Oh, sure.
but it
I
is
love a
funny
reference
because
and a reference.
it's a musical where Lee Marvin, one of the gruffest Western actors in history, and Clint Eastwood sing.
Oh,
That's
why I was
I'm
confused.
imagining two Pierce Brosnans
Yeah.
in Mamma Mia.
Yeah. It's about like that. Except just more gravel.
Oh,
like just,
jeez.
yeah. It's good stuff.
Sounds great.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. Okay, number 4. Number 4. This is a method of writing or art where multiple contributors blindly add to the growing work, or in some cases follow other specific rules, resulting in a surrealist composition. And this is a style of body painting popular with black metal bands and pro wrestlers that uses black and white with some red to create a deathly aesthetic.
Corpse paint is the second
Oh,
one.
got it?
God. Okay.
So you
What
need
was
a method of writing or art where multiple contributors blindly add to the growing work.
Wow, we are just fucking it up today.
We haven't had a real struggle street. I
This
see
is
what you
good.
did
This
there
is
in a
good. We
long
needed
time.
this. We needed to be
Yeah,
humbled.
no, this
Thank
is
you.
I
good
think
for
I channeled
us.
the
Yeah,
old
exactly.
version of the show, and I just
I'm
was
proud
like,
of
this
you.
is going to be all, like, I'm going to pull all my own references and hope that
We
these
love
are
it.
universal, and it turns out they probably are not.
No, we
No,
love it.
I think that this is good. Yeah.
Okay, so artists working on something they blindly add.
Yeah, so an example of this would be, this is something that we did in college, but it would be like you would write a sentence and then you would write a sentence, you would pass the paper, the person would read that, they would add a sentence to that, and they would fold the top sentence over so that you were only adding to the most recent thing. You can also do this
Yeah.
with art, where you start drawing something and then you fold the paper so that the person is drawing based off of just the part they see. So you'll create like a thing that's an elephant that turns into like a butt that turns into like, Alexa Manos graffiti.
I even did this like
Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
with friends for fun. We would do this writing.
It does end
No
with
idea
corpse.
what it's called.
It's a 2-word thing. Corpse is
Okay.
the hinge word. And the first word is a fancy $5 word for like fancy, beautiful.
Fancy beautiful.
Fancy beautiful.
What a
Fancy
fancy
beautiful.
word for fancy beautiful.
I know I donated my thesaurus.
What I'm going for is exquisite. Exquisite corpse.
Oh,
Yeah, I would
is
have never
the-
gotten
is
that.
the art thing, and so exquisite corpse
got
paint.
it.
You see what I did?
Okay.
Well, this is
Okay.
fun. At least we're
This
learning
is
a
fun.
bunch of
Yeah,
stuff.
stuff's happening.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Okay, this is number five. Number five. In this iteration of tag, one or two players stand in the middle of the playing area, while the other players stand at one end with the aim of running from one end to the other without being caught by the people in the middle. When a player is caught, they join the players in the middle, and this repeats until all the players are caught until the last one evades capture. And this is an idiom for seeing society as populated by ruthless, harsh, and self-interested people.
Indeed.
The name of the tag game has a United Kingdom centric name to it.
Okay. I had an idea, but I don't think it's right, and I don't know.
What's your idea?
No Man's Land? That's not?
no.
Okay.
This more has to do with canines.
It's not Red Rover.
Oh.
It's not Red Rover, but it's close. We played
Is
Red Rover
it?
as much as we played this when I was in elementary
we-
school. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what you guys did, but when I was in elementary school, we played this and we
Dodgeball?
played Red Rover a lot.
We played.
Foursquare?
Okay, there are two people in the middle, and then people have
There are
to
two people in the
go
middle.
Hide and seek.
The people in the middle are called the name of the game. They are effectively the titular antagonists of the game.
And they're British.
They are British, yes. They're
Big Ben.
they're a type of British canine,
Well,
a stocky canine with notably protruding lower jaw.
Oh.
Saint Bernard.
Think
An
more
English
top
bulldog?
heavy.
Bulldog.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Bulldog.
Uh-huh. So British Bulldog, that's the name of the tag game.
That's the name of it.
Okay.
would have
Yeah.
never.
Wow,
gotten
never
that.
heard of that
Okay,
in
well,
my
I
life.
guess this exists
awesome.
on the internet. I looked it up, so it's not like it was just a local small
Something
town
that your
Colorado thing.
elementary school.
Yeah. So it's British
Okay,
Bulldog.
I don't even remember the second half of the
The
clue.
second half of the clue.
It's an idiom.
This is an idiom for seeing society as populated by
Haha.
ruthless, harsh, and self-interested people.
British bulldog eat dog world.
Oh,
You see what I did
yeah.
there?
Oh,
did it.
God. We got
We made
one.
That was rough, but that was fun. I liked
It
that
was
one
rough
a
because it
lot.
ends with a dog.
See,
Listeners,
that's-
Chelsea
that's
smiles.
more
Looked at me.
our speed.
And now it's time to talk Debs.
How many Debs? How many Debs? How many Debs? How many Debs?
Let's talk dubs.
I mean, I think graffiti's really fascinating. I'm a little bummed that we
Yeah.
don't know enough about the Alexamenos thing, but the fact that people have just been going around trying to write their names down because we're all having an existential crisis about not being remembered.
Yeah.
It's probably the least harmful way of having an existential crisis, given everything that we see every single day
That's
now
true.
in our world.
True that.
So I'm kind
That's
of
true.
in. Street art's beautiful. I want to give it a 5. Plus, we got Chippy, so I think the episode's extra special.
I think I'm with you. I want to give it a 5. Like we talked about earlier, people can misuse it.
Sure.
But that is not a condemnation of the art. That is a condemnation of the individual.
Yeah. Ought implies can. You ought not misuse graffiti. And you certainly can not
And you
misuse
can.
graffiti, so just don't do it.
Yeah. Just don't do it. Be nice. If you're not going to say something nice, don't say anything at all.
Or say it in a place that's going to get boarded up and not discovered for another 2,000 years. So then we can all wonder what it
That's-
meant.
That's fine. Put all your, honestly, fine. If you're going to board up a closet in your house, feel free to scrawl all your worst thoughts in there.
That's gonna be
for
weird
the
for that
future
person
to
who
find.
opens it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But like, it was gonna be weird anyway.
Good
Finding
point.
a weird
That's fair.
boarded up
And
closet.
they're like,
True.
someone's boarded up because they wanted to write all this stuff. I'm
Oh,
less
geez,
worried
this is a
now.
lot of hate speech in here.
It's like a rage room, but it's just like the darkest version of a rage room.
Yeah, yeah.
Like all the bad things you think, feel, or have heard. Maybe you don't even
Oh,
think or feel them.
geez.
You're just like, I gotta write this down.
Yeah.
Or it would be really, really tame. It would be like, well, I don't think people should turn right on red.
Which I like that. I don't specifically. I think people should turn right on red unless you can't
Yeah.
see clearly, and then you should not, right? Or if it's posted otherwise.
Or
But
people shouldn't
that's
be
back
mad
to-
at people not turning right on red. if they're
Correct.
Waiting.
I agree with that.
People
Stop
should
honking at me. I can't
Exactly.
see.
Stop.
Exactly. There's a pedestrian.
being mad at other
Leave
drivers for not doing things as fast as they want them to.
them alone. Amen.
Yeah, everybody slow down. Oh, geez,
I
our
will.
rage closet is.
Really
Chelsea, what are your
understanding and
thoughts?
sweet.
Yeah, it's just kind of a wish list for a better world. All right.
It's just one point that gets
And
more
then fuck
nuanced as
Reagan.
we talk about ourselves. Yeah, and then fuck Reagan.
I would like for there to be more pedestrian infrastructure.
Oh, cosine.
I mean, they just opened a wildlife bridge in Colorado across I-25. That's very nice.
Aw,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
sweet.
It's
I
like
have
the
one of those in
largest one in the
Wilmington.
country, but it's like so
Oh,
elk and
cool.
stuff can go back and forth without having to hop across the road.
Good.
Good for them.
Good.
We should have more of those for people.
Agreed. Wow, we have such an Our room will just be full of great ideas.
Yeah, this is really. It's just.
Well,
a
it's
wish list
turned into
room.
an idea room.
Why did they board this up? These are great ideas.
Things still suck now. I don't understand why they hate these from people. Oh, wait.
yeah.
I get it. All right, fives all around. Listeners, our next
Wait,
episode.
Chelsea,
No, it
did
was
you
ditto.
vote?
It was
Oh,
five.
okay.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
You guys felt
yeah.
my vibe, and it was
Yeah,
a 5. That's
yeah.
okay.
I saw you casting the 5
Yeah,
shadow.
you
You
knew.
like you
You
threw
knew.
up the
Oh, got
classic
it,
peace
got it.
sign, throwing the Roman V on the back.
Exactly.
So yeah, next episode we're going to talk about the first soybean car. What does that mean, you might wonder? You'll have to listen to find out.
Is that why we can eat Crocs?
Hooray.
We'll talk about it then.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, we're probably going to talk about soy boys too. I think we have to.
Oh,
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure. Got to.
Which in Spanish is I am boy. So that's good for people to know. So join us.
Well,
It's gonna be
only the
exciting.
first part is the Spanish.
I know.
Boy
I'm
is
trying to
not-
think, like, what does boy
No,
mean
yeah,
in Spanish?
I don't think it necessarily means anything. It might, but yeah. I always like there's the joke that's like, what if soy milk was just Spanish and trying to tell you that it's just milk?
I'm milk.
Yeah, which I think that's funny. But this is my sense of humor, and we just listened to the game that I made, so maybe I
Oh,
shouldn't
I'm
celebrate
excited
it so
for
much.
the I see what you did there on this one.
Right? It's just gonna be that over and over and over again. 5 of those,
It's
and then I'm gonna do 5
it's the
more
same
because why
questions
not?
from this time, just to make sure we remember.
Yeah. Soy sadomasochist. So I'm just gonna do like 100 of them, and we'll be here for hours.
I'm in. I'll do it.
If you like the podcast, listeners, please subscribe, rate, and review us wherever you listen. Go to Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. Tell us maybe you're into graffiti. Maybe you've tagged something yourself. As long as the statute of
Yeah.
limitations is up, let us know.
No, we're not cops. You can tell us whatever. We won't turn you
Well,
in.
yeah, but I mean, if they post it on I don't know what Apple will do. Is what I'm saying.
You're right. I'm sorry. Email us,
Because Apple's like, hey, severance,
debutbuddies@gmail.com.
but they're also still Apple. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
still
They're
a
still Apple.
corporation. They can be hip, but they're also a corporation.
But you can email us, and it'll
Yeah,
be
you
safe
can.
with
Yeah,
us.
debutbuddies@gmail.com.
We do need to turn off the AI functionality on our email, actually. Otherwise, it is reading all of our
Oh,
emails.
okay. You tell me how to do
Okay.
that.
I turned it off on my.
so much
I
of
will.
it.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm gonna have to do that on my
And
personal
that's
emails
true
too.
for you,
Yeah,
listeners.
do it. Turn
as
it off.
well.
You don't want it. It's not going to save you as much time as it will
We
give
can give
them all of
medical
your
advice, but we
information.
will give technical advice.
This is true.
Yeah, dude. I work in this field. I feel qualified. Well, I would work in the field if anybody would hire me.
And they will. They will.
They will.
Yeah, we'll see.
If you like the music on the show, Michael J. O'Connor writes and performs all of it. Go to michaeljoconnor.bandcamp.com or michaeljoconnor.thecoldfamily.bandcamp.com and listen up. And if you want to read some books, you can go to readspaceboy.com because we published some and we're going to publish some more this year, 2026. Oh boy.
And that's a threat.
It is. You would think it's a promise. It's a threat. And if you love Kelly and Chelsea as much as I do, you can go back and listen to the Archives of Never Show the Monster, a podcast where they talk about horror movies in a charming, funny, and incisive way. And I'm sure there will be new episodes at some point. So just do that. If they start seeing some numbers ticking up, they might be like, well, maybe we should do a Purple Carrot ad and do
Have
an
you guys
episode.
seen the trailer for Primate?
Yes, I just saw it today.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks ridiculous.
I was kind of
real
like,
dumb.
do I want to see this movie or not? And then when they cut
It's
to this,
there.
when they cut to the bit where she's like, "What's wrong?" I can't remember what the monkey's name is, but he has like a boy name.
Devin.
It's like George. It's not George,
Yeah,
but
Billy.
It should be.
I was gonna say Bobo. That can't be right.
But they're like,
Something.
What's wrong
That's
with
something.
What's wrong with Bobo? And then
Yeah.
and then you hear like monkey sound and just like
Yeah.
the sound of crashing glass. Like, okay, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be a lot of fun. It's not gonna be a thinker, I think, but it won't be a stinker either.
No.
No. Yeah, no. It's going to be in the vein of Megan or Cocaine Bear.
Oh, yeah.
I hope
Yeah.
it's the thing in Nope. Did both of you see Nope?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Because there's a sequence in Nope that
Sorry.
involves like a chimpanzee that was
Yeah.
like acting on a
That's what it
sitcom,
reminded me of.
and it's
Oh.
it's really wonderfully done and horrible at the same time. And I sort of
Okay.
hope that this has that kind of thought about it. That it's like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, don't make this wild thing. Don't try to domesticate this wild thing or whatever.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll find out. I'm sure that you'll do a special episode all about it.
Well, there are some good
Primate.
movies coming out. That was not one of them that I had listed.
That's
but
not on
it
my
is a
list
movie.
personally. But maybe
Yeah, maybe.
in a MouthGarf
Ooh,
report.
yeah, there you
Oh,
go. We
yeah.
can delve in. Yeah, we still have to.
I think that there's going to be some teeth action in it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be real toothy.
Monkeys are
They
known
got-
for
they're-
biting.
Yeah, they love biting stuff.
Yeah.
They love
They're
biting.
not chumps. They're chimps.
They're chomps.
Okay.
So we'll be back. First, Soybean Car. Get ready. Does it run on a milk alternative? You don't know.
Mm.
Malk.
Malt.
Ooh. That made me really uncomfortable.
I didn't invent that. That exists.
It is?
Yeah.
What is it?
I think it's almond milk.
Oh.
Yeah, there's like almond milk. There's also one that's like, I think M-O with an umlaut, LK, like mulk. That's like
Oh.
a protein thing. It was one of the protein things that has a bunch of lead in it that they just announced this last year. Like that a bunch of those protein drinks have a lot of lead in them.
Oh, yeah. I did
It's
see
cool.
Great.
What's the
That. We're on the
harm?
best timeline. This is
The
fine.
important
Great.
thing is we don't regulate these businesses because if we do that, they're going to waste a bunch of money.
Yeah.
And the reason we have
Oh,
businesses
we're on
is
a
for money,
tear.
not the good.
No, yeah. Everything is for money. It's not, we don't pay the government taxes to have services. We pay the government taxes so it makes
to ensure
money.
that corporations
You're right.
Yeah.
make more money.
Because they will, as they've shown over thousands of years, give us that money back.
Ooh, is this like we bookended it? We
Right.
started it with the capitalism and we're looping around.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
We
we're
did
doing.
it.
We
We
also
did it.
We did.
middled with the capitalism.
And until next time, keep fighting the good fight. Yo-ha!
Yoha!
Yo.
Bye, buddies.